Hey guys and girls, how's everyone on a chilly but pretty nice Sunday afternoon? It's chilly, it's about 50 degrees, a little whisper of wind blowing, which makes it kind of cool, but just absolutely, like we have, seem like Sunday afternoons are just absolutely gorgeous. Here at Twin Eagle, we have very few where the weather's really nasty, but we're coming into some nasty months right now. It's December 1, so that's the time when winter time is right around the corner, 3 more weeks away. December 21, by the way, is winter time. That's also the shortest day of the year. So don't plan a whole lot. Don't plan a whole lot on that day, because that'll be a day that won't last very long. It'll be a short day for sure. But hope everybody's having a great Thanksgiving. Hope that Thanksgiving weekend wraps up today for most people. Back to work tomorrow, boys and girls. Yes, sir. We're going to be doing some filming this week, we hope. And so far, I've got no definitive answer on my arm. Jack, my son-in-law, who's a doctor. Of course, he's not an arm doctor; he's a heart doctor. But he thinks that maybe I don't need surgery. He said he's not sure. And it's been 2 weeks. I think it'll be 2 weeks or 3 weeks since I did that. This coming, I guess it'll be this coming Tuesday, day after tomorrow. Well, maybe 2 weeks. It might be 3 weeks. I don't know. But at any rate, I am planning on filming all this week. I think we may hear from the doctor tomorrow. That may change my plans. I don't really know, but doesn't really hurt all that bad. I've really been babying it. I had a compression sleeve on it, and really been pretty well taking care of it. And it looks pretty funky. I've got kind of a Popeye arm, but I'm able to use it quite a bit. And if it'll go ahead and heal up, I got a torn tendon and also a torn bicep muscle. So that's why it was so painful. I ripped up a lot of stuff there, but hopefully it'll be just fine. So hopefully we got about 6 or 7 shows we want to shoot during the month of December. Not necessarily a great month for shooting fishing shows, a difficult month to catch fish in a lot of places. But Jamie and I went out yesterday evening here at the Eagle right before dark for about the last maybe hour. And we went over to a spot where I caught some the other day, and there wasn't many fish in there, but they were in a creek channel, 17 to 25 foot deep, and we caught 10. We had a couple of 4-pounders and 5-pounders, and probably the smallest one was about 12 or 14 inches. So we caught them on a Lucky Strike, a 10-inch worm. I think I was using a sneaky snake. Jamie caught his on a scrounger. He had about a 3/8 ounce scrounger on there, and with a little crawl on it, little lucky crawl on there. And we did really good. I mean, it's pretty doggone good. We saw a lot of those fish on the scope that we caught, the Garmin Live Scope, and a lot of people think that's cheating. It probably is. I just about agree with you. But we were fishing and at the same time watching the scope, and we'd kind of go down the creek channel until we saw 3 or 4 fish swimming around. We see those fish swimming around, we stop and start fishing. And but there's a lot of fish that you're passing over that you can't see. I threw that worm out there, and I let it go all the way down to the bottom, watch it fall all the way down to the bottom. I was working across the bottom, and I could see it coming up off the bottom, and it disappeared, and all of a sudden a big fish, about 4 pounds, showed up behind it. And I caught it, and he came right off the bottom. I didn't see him at all. I caught him. It was about a 4-pounder. So we'd have never seen that fish had that worm not come by him. And that's kind of a cool deal. I kind of like to do that, watch that worm go by, and hopefully get a fish to come off the bottom that I can't see down there. I like to be able to see them, and we caught some of those fish just blind casting as well. We wait till getting there where we saw 3 or 4 fish. And that really worked out pretty good, really well, as a matter of fact. By the way, we are shipping pecans, lots of pecans right now, fresh pecans. Fresh, never frozen. It's exactly what we send out when we get through, and with all the pecan harvest, and get into about the first week or so in January, we quit selling pecans. It's the only time of the year we sell them. You can go to jimmyhouston.com. Go to jimmyhouston.com, and we got our pecans on there. You can order fresh pecans. I promise you they will be the best pecans you've ever eaten, because they're fresh, never frozen. Any of the pecans you bought in stores, they've all been frozen. And frozen pecans still taste good. but nothing like fresh pecans. Nothing like fresh pecans. I promise you that fresh pecans are going to be out of sight. You will absolutely love them. And they make tremendous gifts. If you got somebody that you want to give a very special, unique gift to, give them some Jimmy Houston pecans. We'll ship those anywhere in the nation. So they're really, really good. We held the price the same as we were last year and the year before. I think it may be in the year before that. Very few things that you can buy in our country right now that cost the same as it did last year or the year before that. So it's really, really a great situation to eat yourself. My buddy Johnny Morris, the founder of Bass Pro Shop, called me, and he had all his kids and grandkids over there, and they were eating pecans. They were right out of the back. Jimmy Houston pecans. He told me how good they were. And said they were just having a ball, having a lot of fun doing that. By the way, those pecans come all any way you want them. You can get them whole pecans, bags of whole pecans, or you can get them just halves, pecan halves. Those are the most expensive, of course, because there's no shells. Or you can get what we call farm shell pecans, or custom cracked pecans. And I think it's the custom cracked pecans. And those are just simply run through a machine, so the pecans and the hulls and everything in there. What a great family outing. If you got a couple of kids, just have them pick those pecan halves out of the pecans that's been run through the machine. Absolutely a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it myself. And the only thing, by the time you get all that bag of pecans picked out, you're going to be missing a few pecans, because anybody's going to eat some as it goes through the deal at the same time. By the way, we still have the Mercury giveaway motor, Mercury engine giveaway going. So yeah, you have a chance to win a brand new Mercury engine up to a 300 horsepower, which is a $32,000 value, up to 300 horsepower. All you got to do is just go to jimmyhouston.com and you can enter right there. Or you can scan the barcode on several of our videos. We've got quite a few videos up. Just look through our video library on any of our YouTube channels and also on Facebook, and you will see videos up there that's got a QR code. You can scan that QR code, and that will allow you to enter also. Be sure to enter under Jimmy Houston's name. We got a contest going here right now between Hank Parker, Bill Dance, and myself of who can get the most entries, and then whoever has the most entries becomes the number one legend in the country. The number one legend. Is it Hank Parker, is it Bill Dance, or is it Jimmy Houston? Well, we'll find that. We're going to figure that out just by this Mercury contest right here. Whoever gets the most will be the Mercury legend. And he gets to put a pie in the face of the two second and third place guys. That's right. So I definitely want to win that. I like pie. It's not going to be a bad deal if you do. So you get a pie put in your face, then you get a free piece of pie. Is what you do out of it. But so it's not going to be that bad a deal if you lose. But anyway, I definitely want to win just because of the contest. And Bill and Hank are perfectly fine with finishing second and third place. In fact, second and third place is higher than either one of them's ever been. That's really not true. They both got a lot of championships in several different things. Certainly they've had championships in fishing, both of them. Quite a few championships as far as that goes. But anyway, so you want to enter that Mercury engine contest, have a chance to win a Mercury motor. We are just about to wrap up the daily devotion, reading through the devotion of Catch a Better Life book. We will be going into the Catch of the Day book, start reading that devotional. It's a book I wrote just like it. So I wrote the book in 2005, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what I wrote back in 2005 and using the scriptures from the Word of God to see how the fishing might have changed in the last 20 years. So 2005, 2025, and also how the fishing tips might have changed in the last 25 years, and we'll be able to kind of comment on that and have fun with that throughout the year. But one thing's for sure, the Word of God has not changed in the last 25 years. And you'll see how the Word of God is the same now as it was when I wrote that back in 2005. You can get a copy of that book. Just go to jimmyhouston.com if you want a copy of it. Catch a Better Life book. We still got lots of Catch a Better Life book. We run out. We just got a big new order in here just the other day. So we got plenty of Catch a Better Life books. They make incredible, great gifts, and we can get them out to you before Christmas. If you want them personalized autographs, just tell us who you want them personalized and autographed to, and we'll be happy to get those out to you. Incredibly great Christmas gifts for somebody that you want to have a better life. We'll give a big shout out to our local football teams right here. That's right. We live in a little small county called Murray County, Oklahoma. A little bit of our ranch over on the other side of that mountain right over behind me. A little bit of our ranch is in Carter County. Not a whole lot of acres, just a few acres over there. Is in Carter County, but we live in a little county called Murray County, and it's got 13,000 people in the whole county. The whole county, not in the towns, in the whole county, 13,000 people. And we have two football teams, Sulphur, Oklahoma, and Davis, Oklahoma. I go to a church called Midway Hills Baptist, and the reason they call that Midway Hills Baptist, it is right in between, dead in the center, between Sulphur and Davis. Those towns are only 7 miles apart. But I want to give a little shout out because let me tell you about those two towns. Sulphur and Davis are playing for the state championship this next Friday and Saturday. Both teams playing for the state championship. Both teams have won state championships before, and but just think of a little town like this, what a great football team they put out here in just a little bitty area like this. 13,000 people in the whole county, and both of them are playing for the state championship in football. That's a lot of really good football players. It's great coaching, great teamwork, and everybody pulling together for a common cause. So it's absolutely fantastic that's happened. It's absolutely fantastic. I do want to also congratulate two of my grandkids, one a grandson and a granddaughter. Lightning and Jordan were down here this week, and they were down here enjoying all the Thanksgiving festivities with all the family and having fun. And they were hunting. They were the only two that hunted all week, and actually both of them were successful. Both of them took a big trophy buck, a big mounting-sized buck, and Lightning killed his, a big 11-point. He got his with a rifle. Jordan killed hers with a bow. She's a bow hunter. She's been bow shooting ever since she's 11 or 12 years old, and she's a bow shooter, and a really good bow shooter. She got a morel target. She practiced a lot with that morel target, and that's the deal. Practice, practice, practice. She made a heart shot on a big giant 9-point, and we used Benelli to help track that deer down. He only went about 100 yards, and so it's just absolutely fantastic. Both those kids got them a real nice buck. A lot of deer meat, a lot of deer chili, a lot of deer hamburger, a lot of deer steaks, and two beautiful trophies to hang on the wall. So congratulations to both those kids. Just absolutely fantastic. And by the way, Lightning is a great grandson, and so that's Jeremy's boy, one of Jeremy's boy, and he's an outdoorsman. He loves to hunt, fish, run around. He works all the time, plays football. I mentioned it the other day. He made all district football as a linebacker. He actually, I think, was either first or second in the district for tackle for losses as a linebacker. So he got all district. Real proud of him for that. I never did win an all district title in football. I think I might have got all district one time in basketball, but maybe when I was a junior, I might have got all district in basketball. But it's so long ago, I can't remember how to shoot a free throw. Definitely can't shoot a 3-point shot anymore, that's for sure. But we didn't have 3-point shots when I played basketball, so it didn't matter. Every shot was a 2-point shot, no matter where you made it, except the free throw line. And that's the same way as it is today. It's only one. But congratulations to Lightning for getting all district and either leading the district or being second in the district in tackle for losses. He's a linebacker and tackle for losses. He played safety a little bit early in the year, but then they moved him to linebacker about 3 or 4 games in, and that's where he made all those tackles, was over at linebacker. So really, really exciting and a good deal right there. So those of y'all, we had a video that had a lot of views this week, and it was on our ranch channel, Jimmy and Chris Houston Twin Eagle Ranch. We had about 125,000 people on it, 3 YouTube channels, but that channel had over 10,000 views within the first 12 hours on that channel. So if you want to look at that video, be sure and go in there and look at it. We might make a shorter reel out of it, or both a short and a reel. But 4 big mature bucks chasing one doe in the water. That's right, swimming in the water. And those deer, they came out. You see, our house is back over there. Can't hardly see it, but it's up above where that pier is out there. And I looked, they were on the other side of that pier. They probably had just got in the water. I saw them when they were already in the water. They swam out toward the middle of the lake there, and I thought they were going across to that mountain. But then they started swimming up this way, and it came right up here to this point that I'm standing on, between that part of the lake and then a big pocket that goes up here out in front of me over there. And she turned and came back to this point, so they all ran up on the point and stayed right here on this side of the lake. But 4 bucks chasing one doe. So that girl must have been a dandy. She must have been a good one, I guarantee you. And I don't know how we ended up breeding her, but I'm sure she did get bred, and I have a couple of really nice, pretty babies this coming spring, next spring, about really probably May or June. You know, sometimes we have them in April, but usually May and June is when I have them. So if you didn't get a chance to see that video, those 4 bucks, go back in there and find it. It's on the ranch channel, and I think it might have been a video that might have been on yesterday or the day before. I don't know. So it's just real recently here, but it's an incredible video. You see these four big antlered bucks out there, and they're all after that doe. They're all four of them after that doe. She goes all the way out in the middle of the lake, and she turns and swim up this way and can come in on this point, run back up through the wood. I guess once she jumped in the lake inside, she couldn't get away from them by jumping in the lake. She decided she didn't want to swim all the way across the side. She just swam up here and come back on this point. So lots of deer around. We got really good deer videos set up for this next weekend. I worked real hard to get them all done since we're going to be filming quite a bit next week. Not going to be hanging around the house too much during the day, but it should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. The weather's going to be cold. The morning's going to be cold, but the afternoon should be a lot better this next week. Guys and girls, I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. Remember, if you live here in the United States of America, you need to be thankful every single day. Every single day. We have so much to be thankful for here in America that we got to be thanking and praising God all the time. And I promise you, I do that. But we got lots to be thankful for in the United States, and it's going to get better and better and better every single year. And we just need to keep praising God. We just need to keep living at the foot of the cross, and our lives will get better too at the same time. Guys and girls, have a great week out there. Fish lucky, and remember, I sure do love you.